The Spanish are tackling the economic crisis by scaling back some things to survive and move forward with others. Near Barcelona, the SEAT car factory workers have approved a one-year freeze on their salaries so that 1,500 of them keep their jobs. This means the monthly pay will stand at between 1,000 and 1,500 euros per month net. The referendum raised some tension, but the result lets the plants produce a new vehicle.
The union members realized what the situation was, and so they voted yes. Even sections of them we thought would vote no, because maybe they thought the layoffs wouldn't affect them. I was really most surprised at how the workers all pulled together.
SEAT was originally owned by the state. It was founded in 1950 with help from Fiat. The withdrawal of the Italians in 1981 led to the involvement of Germany's Volkswagen Audi, which became the parent company. The employees at Martorell will build the Audi Q3.
We have adapted to Volkswagen's way of working. At a time when a new car is coming out, for example, we've been quite flexible on how our hours are accounted for. 15 or 20 years ago, when a worker held a specific post, it was almost impossible to get him to budge. But today, anyone will know how to do 4, 5 or 6 different tasks.
SEAT has roughly 12,000 employees today after repeated layoffs in the past few years. The economic reality is that sales have hit a wall. Carmakers say first quarter orders are down by more than 68%. They're asking for more public support funds. The Catalan autonomous region and the Spanish government backing the SEAT workers say the company should also do its part.
I believe that this referendum shows the maturity of labour relations at SEAT well, in Catalonia's highly competitive automotive sector. But it also proves the unions and, above all, the workers are up to it, responding in the affirmative to a pay freeze under negotiated conditions.
Sure, it could work, but let me stress, both sides must act in good faith. We're fed up with companies that try to get more subsidies by using their workers' dramatic situation to their own advantage.
Catalunya is one of Spain's most industrialized regions, with a long history of workers' struggles. The province of Lleida has also stayed with the head of the pack, enjoying robust employment. The Segre River waters a 55,000-hectare stretch of fruit orchards, Spain's biggest. Agricultural cooperatives have reacted to the economic turmoil by forging alliances and mergers. One example is Actel, which is using shared services and infrastructure at this processing centre in Termens. Quite a few of its workers come from outside Spain.
I'm not thinking of leaving. Things are so much better here than in Romania that I'd really like to stay.
Mirella has been here for 5 years. Her Bulgarian colleague, here for 8 years, isn't thinking about going back either.
I left Bulgaria because living there was so hard. I'm a qualified sports teacher, but finding a job there is very difficult. At least here I have a job now.
6,200 workers are employed for seasonal harvesting. People in agriculture here say in spite of the economic hardship, you can still get by. But whinging won't get you anywhere.
In the food and farming sector, every crisis has moved us forwards. The farmers and our organisations have given it their best. We want to believe that this crisis will take us into a new era of production systems and functioning.
There are 32 cooperatives in the Actel group. Together, they crated up 120,000 tons of fruit last year. Researchers are always looking for new varieties and qualities to stem falling demand or price falls.
We're in a good position, and we believe that even with lower consumption because of the crisis, products known for their quality will continue to conquer new markets and outperform other brands.
Unemployment affects non-specialized workers, women and young people the most. But this analyst admits that Spain's swelling of the jobless ranks by almost 1 million in the space of 6 months was a surprise.
One thing is evident. The unemployment rate has reached surprising levels for everybody. In a way, we could have seen that coming, even before the crisis blew up, when we started to see the model running out of steam. But the crisis is a reference point in reality. It shows us who we are. The French are the way they are, but they have 8% unemployment. We can say what we like, but they have industries with a high level of added value. And that's not even talking about the Germans. That's why economic recovery, sooner or later, should come about through knowledge. And that's the great challenge.
Spain's economy can no longer live off the construction industry. Experts say that production model has run its course. Not only are new projects starved of funding and others suspended, but prices for the finished product fell almost 7% last year on average. It was the biggest fall since official statistics began. More than 800,000 new housing units are empty. No one's buying. The banks are refusing credit at rates which had reached near 4% in February. The government's economy portfolio has now changed hands, coming in the run-up to the European elections, which are hardly captivating the Spanish people.
People are not very aware that several of the directives which organize their lives come from Europe and not from the national governments. The consequence, obviously, is that there's a lack of getting involved in Europe. This is structural because Europe is made from the top down and not from the ground up. I believe this shortcoming will only diminish the day we have a European president elected by universal suffrage.
Humour, of course, helps weather a crisis. These carnival comedians in Cádiz say it's all under control.
El que habla sin saber. El que habla por hablar. La crisis, la crisis está completamente controlada.